Hey, what's up everybody? This is Crapgamer and this is Crapgamer Reviews, the home of No Rules Reviews. What does No Rules Reviews mean? Well, it really means whatever I want it to mean since it's my channel, and I don't really adhere to any set professional standard. It's all raw, my own personal thoughts and opinions, so don't take anything too seriously. Today, wow, I have to say, I'm reviewing Detroit Become Human, the PlayStation 4 exclusive that recently came out, and this game took me by a little bit of surprise. I have to say that honestly, I wasn't expecting that much because even though I like sort of these narrative-driven games, like the Telltale style and Until Dawn and, these types of games, Life is Strange, I like these type of games. The Quantic Dream formula, I wasn't a big fan of. I didn't like Heavy Rain, and I thought that Beyond Two Souls wasn't great. I thought it was okay, but when I originally played it, when it launched on the PS3, there wasn't an option to play the timeline in order. And so it was kind of all over the place, and that kind of took you out of it. So I didn't really enjoy that game as much as I would have. I realized that they fixed that later, but woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? So anyway, with that being said, let's jump right into this latest PlayStation 4 exclusive. First of all, the graphics. Graphically, this game is amazing. It looks absolutely phenomenal, and you'd kind of expect that with the type of game that it is, but they've really gone all out. The androids look fantastic. The environments look great. Everything looks simply stunning, and it runs really good too. I play on a PS4 Pro, and I gotta say that this is one of the best looking games I've played. Obviously, the character models are vitally important to this game, and they look like who they're supposed to look like. It was funny because I even recognized some of the actors in there from their in-game characters because they look so much like them, so I was blown away by that. I hadn't noticed any kind of issues with the frame rate or anything like that. The game looks phenomenal, and it runs phenomenal, and pretty much just blown away by how great that game looks. When you talk to the gameplay, it's a little bit odd, right? Because you're playing in the third-person perspective, and you're playing as three different people, and basically you'll play like a section with one person, and then it'll switch to the next person, and then it'll switch to the next person, and that's basically what the gameplay is. One of them, when you're assisting the police as one android, there's kind of investigations and things like that. Next, you're sort of like a nanny slash maid for a single father, and then next you're helping an artist who's disabled, and you're helping him out, and these stories unfold. And at first, when you're playing it, I think I was like, this kind of takes you out of the immersion because they were shorter stories, right? Like they were like 5-6 minutes long, and then you switch to the next one, and it really was like, wow, is this how the whole thing's going to be? And then after about an hour and a half, 2 hours, I really got into it, and the stories really took off, and they got longer, and they started to interconnect. And I was like, wow, this is amazing, particularly the Kara and the little girl story. That was just absolutely, amazing. This was a game that I beat in about 8 hours. I played it for about an hour and a half to 2 hours at first, and then I hopped on it again to play it, and I was going to stop, and I got to a particular part, and I'm not going to spoil it, but it's a particular part like at a mansion, and I just couldn't put it down after that point. I just wanted to play right through it, and I'm not going to spoil it, but like I said, the story revolves around these three androids, and there's a lot of social aspects and story aspects and choices, and that's what's cool about this game is you could probably go back and play it again and make the different choices than what you do in this. But the way that they've come across in this, the voice acting is top notch, the story is heartfelt, you really feel something for these characters. There's obviously some social commentary and aspects in this game, but you can even kind of look past that and just have fun with it and feel something for a video game, which is kind of rare to have a story that actually kind of makes you feel something. But yeah, this is absolutely one of the best games that I've played. It's not without its flaws. The controls are clunky at times, and I wasn't a fan of that, and sometimes it can be difficult to, like the camera angle, I wasn't a big fan of. But even with taking those two things into considerations, it's a absolutely phenomenal experience and well worth the money. This is their magnum opus as far as I'm concerned, and another hit for Sony because the game is just phenomenal. You can't even say that enough. Like you're like, what was that? I want to play it again. I want to maybe change and see what happened there. Just the way that it flows. I honestly have to say I'm impressed This is Quantic Dream's best game to date. They picked a heck of a time to kind of hit that grand slam, and I am so impressed by this. So I would absolutely have to give this game a 9 out of 10. I think, like I said, it loses a little bit because of some of the clunkiness and some of the camera angle and jankiness, but overall, just a phenomenal story and an amazing game, and I highly recommend it to anybody that wants to try. I don't want to give away any of the story, but it's a great story. Pick it up, play it, love it. It's great. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.